Every day, our participants put their trust in us, and we have a responsibility to earn and value that trust. The same goes for other relationships. Trust weaves its way through every interaction we have in our career as instructors. Let's take a closer look at what I mean. As instructors, we're more than just teachers. We influence and impact the lives of our participants. It's fun and motivating to be led by someone energetic and inspiring. And with that, you're trusted to be knowledgeable and to have their best interests at heart. Trust is something to value and build not only with your participants, but with your employer and fellow instructors as well. Let's start with employers. Unless you're forever going to teach independently out of your home, you're going to be an employee at some point. It's important that you believe in what your employer represents and that you feel their support in your efforts. An employee-employer relationship is about creating a team with an organizational structure. It'll be important to learn and adhere to the policies, procedures, and expectations determined by those in leadership positions. And hey, you might not always love or agree with every policy or decision, but if you accept a position, it's your responsibility to conduct your classes according to the standards of that organization. So if the policy is to get there 15 minutes before class start to set up and greet participants, then consistently arriving only 5 minutes before class chips away at that trust. This also extends to things like making sure you find substitute instructors with adequate notice before taking a vacation, or following any specific guidelines required for licensed class formats. By doing your best to understand, meet, and even exceed expectations, you'll earn the trust and respect of your employer. Next, let's talk about the all-important instructor-to-participant relationship. This one is arguably the most important and the most personal. As an instructor, you have a significant responsibility that involves the health and well-being of others. No pressure, right? The principle is actually pretty simple. Just do your best to keep your participants as safe and as supported as possible. Always work within your scope of practice and aim to maximize benefits while minimizing risk. Because you are the leader of the class, participants will inherently trust you to make good decisions about the movements and methods selected. They need to believe what you say and reflect what you do. So choose your words thoughtfully and strive to be a good role model. This goes for all interactions, before, during, and outside of class. At the end of the day, if you respect your participants and the role you have in their lives, you'll not only earn their trust, you'll deserve it. On that note, it's a good time to mention that social media has turned a lot of unqualified influencers into fitness experts. Generally speaking, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Be sure to research your work with credible resources and make sure you're not contributing to the spread of misleading and confusing information about health and fitness. Lastly, there's the dynamic between you and your peers in the industry, whether it's your manager, mentor, or colleague. There are some basic ways to earn and maintain that fitness fellowship. When you step up to help another instructor when they need a substitute, they're more likely to do the same for you. When you take another instructor's class, it shows support. You'll learn new things, meet new participants, and contribute to a culture of teamwork and reciprocity. Also, when you teach in a way that aligns with the organization's standards, you'll promote consistency and trust in the program. That benefits everyone. Be open to receiving and giving constructive feedback when it's appropriate. It's a two-way street. When you graciously accept feedback, you're more likely to be trusted when you deliver it. You can even find opportunities to try team teaching. Working side by side with other instructors can be a fun and effective way to gain experience and broaden your skills, while offering your participants a different experience. It's community within a community. These relationships have the potential to be the most inspiring and enriching of your career, but they have to be built on a foundation of mutual trust and respect. And that's really what we're getting at with all of this. Any great relationship needs a solid foundation. In any situation, if you lead with integrity, empathy, and an open mind, trust and respect will naturally follow.